Hey guys, what's up, man? This is the Bull. About 10 days ago, I planted my Anna apple and I cut about 40% of the tree off. And I took 5 cuttings from the tree. When I first put these cuttings in, as you can see, they had none of these new leaves that are coming up had started, sprouting out at that point. It was just, the nodes were on there, of course, but there was no leaves except these that one right there. And see these new little ones there? Those are all new. So out of these 5 cuttings, we're gonna go ahead and see. This seems like a no, yeah, right there is coming out. So we'll see in the weeks to come if these cuttings actually take. I did nothing special to them. All I did was cut them to about 18 inches or so and stuck them in the ground. I took a little bit of the lamb skin off, and that's it. That's all I did, and then I just stuck them in the ground into some good soil. So we'll see out of these 5 if any of them actually end up taking. And if they do, if I get 50% of them, then all good. If I get them all 5, great. That'll just be 5 extra Anna apples that I'll have to grow throughout my property, or to share with friends, or let them grow up and sell them at a later time. But coming over here, so this is my Anna apple, and as you can see, all these new leaves that are starting to pop out. Starting to rejuvenate itself. So here's in a good spot right here. I get plenty of afternoon sun right here. This spot right here gets at least 6-7 hours of afternoon sun. This is where it all. This is like on the north side of my property, and this is where the sun ending up at the end of the day. So it gets about 6 or 7 hours of sun over here. I spent a good part of this morning here pulling up shoots. I got Blackberries, both the Thompson thornless Blackberries, the ones that get real big. I'm gonna show you some here. These guys right here, starting to get nice and plump now. These are the guys I showed you a few weeks ago that it was just flowers, but look how fast these bad boys are turning into nice, swelling up. Take a little while, then they'll start turning red, and then they'll turn black. But anyway, what I was doing earlier this morning was that I have new shoots that are, popping up all over the place. Like there you go, there's one right there. And then there's 2 more over there. And I'm keeping these right there because they're all growing in line. And they're growing in line, and they're right where I expect them to grow, so that I can tie them off to my wire here alongside with my grapes. But what I did also, there was about 8, but there was about 4 or 5 that I ended up potting up. And I'll decide, well, actually this one right here, it's a fig that I had took a cutting from earlier during past winter, and I was able to propagate it, and so there you go. It's starting to look really nice. There's another one way over there that I also did, and if you can believe, that's just that guy right there. It's just all in one season. I threw him in a pot about 3 days ago. He's still suffering a little bit from shock, but he's coming around. I got him underneath the canopy of the trees there so the sun don't hit on him too much, and he's starting to perk up now, so it's coming around. So anyway, getting back to here. So I got this guy right here. I got him potted up. And over here, I have 2 Thompson Blackberries and 1 Rapapo Blackberry. So I got those guys potted up. Gotta figure out later on where I'm gonna put them throughout the property. So anyway, like we say, once you get 1 or 2 blackberry plants down, there's no need to go and waste your money buying more blackberries. These guys here, the blackberries and the raspberries, these guys here are prolific of just giving you new plants, especially the raspberries. I have a few of those also potted up, and I have about 5 or 6 that I lined up over there on the other side of the property that I'll show you in a second. They're all small, but eventually they're gonna get big and start giving you plenty of raspberries. Okay, so I'm over here at my raspberry and my kiwi plant that you see growing up here on my trellis. Haven't seen any signs of flowering on it yet, but we'll see. Probably next year. But anyway, getting back to the raspberries. I bought 1 heritage raspberry last year. I this is the one right here. You can see it. It's all old. It's dying. I need to cut them out of there. But as you can see, all that right there, them are all raspberry shoots coming up from from that one raspberry. And I mean, they just grow everywhere. So you got one over here. You got one right there. Got another one right there. Another one over there. There's another little one right there. Another big one right there. Just in front of that, there's another one. In the back over there's one. There's one over there. Like a couple little ones over here. One down there. These guys here just pop up everywhere. I already pulled out about 6 or 7 of them as well, and I planted them out on the other side near my garden beds where there's a lot of sun, and I want to grow some raspberries over there as well, and I'll show you those in a sec. All right, so we're on the other side over here. A lot of glare over here right now. It's really sunny, and so I don't know how great they're gonna show, but let me see if I can get in over here a little bit. All right, so here's one right here. Now this one here is just suffering just a little bit from stress right now, from shock, because I just had planted him a little while ago. So by tomorrow he'll be all perked up. But anyway, Here you go. So that's here's another one. There's another one. Now these are all heritage raspberries from that one plant that I planted last year, and I was able to harvest, you know, a decent amount of raspberries from it last year. And here you go. And here's another one that's getting a little bit bigger. Later on, toward the fall, these are all, usually you get 2 harvests out of these. You get one in early summer, and then you get one later during fall. So anyway, that's 1, 2. There's another third one over here. Here's another one right here. And there's actually like two of them stuck there side by side. And then we got 2 more little ones over here. Okay, so from that plant, that one plant that I put in the ground last year, I have, I don't know, about 18, 20 plants, just all in one growing season. Well, within the next, within the 1 year period. So don't go crazy buying raspberries and blackberries. All you need to do is get that 1 or 2, and just wait a little while, and then you'll have more blackberries and raspberries than you can do with. So anyway, all right, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I just wanted to give you a quick update on what I'm doing, messing around with the blackberries and raspberries today, and taking some cuttings and potting up some of these plants so that I can move around my property. All right, peace.